Why did I get two of them? Because originally I was just gonna get the Super 73, you know?
Surron.
Oh no, made in China, spray with Lysol.
SMASHN.
Hello everybody, it's your old past Slow Smashing with another fantastic tale, smashing and bashing. It's slow motion. And in this tale,
Heman!
The masters of the Super 73. Surron.
alright, so yeah, Super Surron. I said Super Surron. I was trying to like Super Saiyan, mix them together. Super 73 and Surron. Surron. I swear when I first found out about this bike, like Surron, like the Eye of Sauron, like those little hobbits, like little hobbits are gonna come out and drop like a ring, like on a Surron. It's like if they had a Surron, they'd be blasting up that volcanoes, like just going up there, and then it would have been like end over, game over, right? They would have been, you know, like the Surron would just ate up that terrain, just went up there. At least from what I'm seeing from all those cool videos, because it's talky. But if they're going up that mountain on one of these, even the R series, they'd probably end up doing a little walking, right? I'm just kidding. I love Super 73 though. I think that's gonna bring me to the point of this tale, because I'm just kind of want to compare the boxes and show and say why I actually got like a Super 73 and a Surron. I was just gonna get one, but when I'm done with this, you kind of see or feel me as to why I got two and not just one. But why did I get an e-bike? Well, for one, I got e-skateboards, and I just think like electric powered things are cool. I mean, who doesn't like brushless electricity? It's like this, like a game changer. Like 1990s electric sucked, but now, hey, come on, brushless is very cool no matter what your delivery mechanism is. Whether it's little tiny scale like RC vehicles, or something that you're gonna actually ride on, which brings us to these two bad mama jammas, brushless powered bicycles. Because I'm always a mountain biker. I still am a mountain biker, but just to have that capability of brushless power, like propelling you, and seeing all these cool videos on there in the e-culture. There's actually like a name for the culture of things. I forget what it's called. If y'all let me know what it's called downstairs in the comments below, because I forgot. There's like a term for like this e-culture bike thing. I forgot it. I don't want to have to look it up. Tell me, please.
Please.
But why get electric bicycles other than it's just cool and you like it? As well, for transportation wise, right? Especially if you're a commuter. A lot of these vids I see, people are just like commuting around, saving money, saving the environment, just having fun while they're doing it, and charging up their little gas tanks. And that alone is cool. And starting new culture trends. For me, it just comes down to is I want like an alternate way of transporting, just driving around the area. Because a lot of times, you know, it's like I'm taking those things in the background now. It's like I'm on a big ass truck right there. It's like I can't really stop because there's no parking, and it's like a big thing. It's hard to just park somewhere basically. But with these little bicycle things, or little bicycles, hopefully you're not too little, but it's the size of a mountain biker, big enough for a slow smashing. But you get on there, it's like you can ride around. It's like this environmentally friendly. It's quiet. It's quiet, so I could just drive around, stop on the side of the road, and just put like one of these things on. Yeah, I just come to the conclusion that these things are just really cool additional electric powered transportation toys. Fun things, or commuters, depending on what you use it for. But for my purpose, I already stated, as previously mentioned before. But as in most things, when you narrow it down, you still gotta choose, and it's hard to choose from all these cool e-bikes out there. There's like a ton of them. More and more companies are busting out with them. But you know, when it came down to it, I just thought of the two most popular cool ones, and and it pretty much just came down between those two big names right there, because I just think they're really cool, and a lot of other people do too, I guess. What you saw right there is pretty much like the meat and potatoes of this tail right here. Is like what you can expect or what you're gonna get when you order one of these things. Big ass boxes! I lied. Another reason why I thought Super 73 was cool is because of this Skeletor Super 7. These guys are called Super 7 too. They make these cool ass action figures. And then when I found out Super 73 makes these cool ass like cafe racer bikes, I was like, what? What?
Like Skeletor, what?
But anyways, aside from that, oh look, it says Fragile. Fragile, there could be anything in there, Christmas story. Anything, you get like these big boxes, you weren't kidding, and they are pretty heavy right there. It takes 2 people to lift them, so they say. Look at this right here. Heavy AF.
Okay though, cause SLOSMASHN likes to pump iron there.
But for real though, they are pretty heavy. I'd say probably like 80 pounds, 85 pounds. And they're long and big, so you're gonna need space. I mean, you could put them in your house, but I'd rather put it in the garage. I mean, look at this here. Bust out the old tape right here. See how long it is right here? Oh, that's the wrong end. It says 1 inch. It's not 1 inch long. It's about 71 inches long. That's a big box to prep for when it's coming, when you're all giddy. You're like,
I just got a Super 73.
oh yeah, you got a plan for a big ass box. Don't put it somewhere. Alright, so let's switch to the old Surron right here. Surron, I keep getting those names messed up. I swear, I just automatically think of Surron. Like a big old like C and I. They should put like an orange eyeball right there. It would have been awesome. This thing is going to be about the same size. It's definitely going to weigh a lot more. I'd say it's like 120 pounds, 115 pounds.
Let's put it to the old bash up test.
Because I don't got to scale that big to weight. Alright, so obviously there's 2 ends. One end though is like really light. Like, I don't know if it's this one. Oh yeah, that one's actually pretty light, but it's still heavy.
Oh no, made in China, spray with Lysol.
I kid. Just quarantine it. But anyway, I think this is the heavy end right here. Let's try it. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. Forgive me about my rambling about all these, but it's so much fun. I'm sure you can agree, and all those other people that already own them, these things are a lot of fun. So I'm getting about as much fun cashing out as I can with these things. But anyway, back to this thing. It is very heavy. And it's similar in size to the Super 73, except for this thing, you get it on a pallet, and that's probably because it's heavier than the Super 73. So that's one thing to note. You get like free firewood right there. So aside from the very obvious differences between the 2 boxes, the Surron's actually a little bit smaller and it's heavier. Whereas the Super 73, it's a little bit bigger, or taller at least. So just a quick rundown real quick. Basically one of the other main things I want to get through this tale is why did I get 2 of them? Because originally I was just going to get the Super 73 and I was going to go with the R series, get the full suspension, so I could go do some off-road. But after doing some research on all the different versions of motors, some people still getting like V1 motors that are just like crapping out on them, going over to like not so rough hills or even this light stuff. I mean, you'd be the judge, but they're still breaking down, even though probably with me, my purpose, especially with this S2 Hudson Blue that I got, I think I've neglected to mention that, but that's what the titles are for, right? S2 Hudson Blue is what's in that box.
Peekaboo, S2 Hudson Blue.
So originally I was just gonna get one bike to rule them all, like a Surron. Clearly, I guess this could be one bike to rule them all if you wanted to, if you got like that pedal system that they offer with it. But I started doing a lot of research. Super 73, as cool as it was, it had its place, like its use and everything. I think like light off-road is pushing it, and I have like some cool trails I want to go on, and I don't really want to push it to its limits. So I decided to do like what I do with RC, get a vehicle for different things. Like with the Super 73, it's like a street cruiser, man. It's like going downtown on the roads, paved like off-road trails and stuff, and just having fun and mobbing around like little corners out in the street and stuff. That's where I think it just rolls, and doing like a little bit of off-road stuff too, and coolness. And plus that way I save a little bit of more money going with the S2 model and just getting that front suspension, because like I said, I was a mountain biker and I just had on my Specialized, I just had those front forks, and that thing was like plenty. The roughness, you know, some people complain about it, but for me, my big ass, it's just enough cushion on there. It's not really a factor. I don't think it is going to be with this either. So I went with the Super 72 S2 Hudson Blue. I'm just going to be using it to mob around like the area, the community, just stay on a paved path for that. But like I said, there was like off-road areas that I wanted to go on, especially when you want to take like toys like RC with you. So comes the Eye of Sauron, Bad Mama Jamma right here. This thing has like monster torque, goes up to 50 miles per hour. I'd probably only get 40 miles out of it because I'm like, what, 250? A lot of the guys I've been talking to in the scene vids, they're like under 200, and they hit that 50 mile threshold. But I'm totally happy with 40. Aside from that, what did I say, the extra power, it has full suspension, so it's gonna eat up like off-road. This thing was meant to go off-road, whereas I'd say like the Super 73 is more meant to stay on road on tame surfaces and be comfortable, like a cruiser. Yeah, that's a good comparison. A cruiser. I'd say the Super 73 would be like a cool like Harley cruiser, just comfortable, just mobbing the roads and stuff. Whereas the Surron right here, that's gonna be like your street bike, your dirt bike. Well, it is an e-dirt bike, and it's gonna be eating up like off-road and stuff. Because it comes with those knobby tires and that extra torque. That Synex controller on this one, because this is like the late model 2020 Black Edition with that new speed controller as electronic throttle. It might just be more comfortable overall, just because it has that full suspension setup versus like the S2 that I went with. But in a nutshell, it's pretty much why I ended up getting a 2, and I'm glad I did. I didn't just go up with something like with the R or the RX or something and kind of be feeling a little bit lacking with that. Now I got like all my bases covered. I got like off-road and like cool street use. Enough talk, let's have a little bit of fun now that we got that out of the way. Alright, so let's wrap up this tale. It's gonna pretty much conclude everything with the rambling and a little bits of fun with the Super 7 and the Axial SMT10. In case you're wondering, that's what that monster truck was. And I took the cover off because it's a cool Gravedigger cover. And the cool thing about that is it has a little cage underneath, so you could bash and smash with that too. But anyways, I'm rambling. It's all about the E-Box Super 73 Surron, the Surron little hobbits going up there dropping a ring down. If they had it, there'd only be one movie, probably like 30 minutes long. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think about these bikes downstairs in the comments below. If you're getting them, which ones you like better, if you're gonna get both, or if I'm just like full of, because I'm just like I should have got one or the other. But y'all let me know downstairs in the comments below. Until next tale, smash your bell, smash the thumb, subscribe if you haven't had to already, because we are Super 73, not Super 7, but Super 7 is cool too. And a Surron, Surron smashing out.